What's up, guys? Corn here from Scrolls for Hire. Just saying what's up to y'all, and this is a partial thank you video for everyone who has subscribed so far. We finally reached 100. I know it's small, but hey, a little bit goes a long way. So just wanted to say thank you to all of the folks that have subscribed and all the folks that have hit that little bell for notifications and who've all watched videos and who's all donated. Thank you so much for all the likes, the comments, the clicks, the all the views. A little bit goes a long way. I was gonna do a giveaway, but it's just 100, so decided not to. Maybe at 500 or even 1,000, I'm definitely gonna be doing a giveaway. Not sure what it'll be, but we'll see in the future. Also wanted to give my opinion on the recent ban list and what decks I think may do good and what decks we'll see now, because with True Draco out the way, and well, okay, let me correct that. True Draco's not out the way per se. Masterpiece still at 3. That was the problem monster. He's still the problem monster. Just because we have to run Majesty Maiden now, 3 Majesty Maidens and 1 Ignis Heat. Just because Dynamite Knight's gone doesn't mean that True Draco is dead. Nothing else got hit except True King Return. And I've been testing this build of Cleefort mixed with True Draco. Idea I had a long time ago before any videos were made on it. And I've been testing this build of Triple Maiden and 1 Ignis Heat and 1 General and 2 Masterpiece and the trap card, 1 True King Return and 3 of the other one, Apocalypse I think it's called, I forgot what it's called, and 3 Heritage and 2 of the other one, and 3 Diagram. It's working out pretty good. I beat most pure True Draco with it. So just because Dynamite Knight's gone doesn't mean the deck is dead. The Masterpiece is still a problem. And for all those who think that Zodiac is out the way per se, just because Dryden and Broad Bull are gone doesn't mean that Whiptail is still a problem. It's still a card and it still exists. It can still banish your monsters. So, and Barrage and Ram are still at 3. So that's still an issue. But what decks I believe we may see now, Paleo is definitely one, because we just got a Miss Starboy. I'm so mad they changed his name, but we just got Miss Starboy, so that definitely helps him out a lot. A 2700 attack Tree Toad, or Totally Awesome, whatever. I refuse to call it that. It's so dumb. But yeah, 2700 Totally Awesome is always going to be a problem, especially backed up with a lot of traps. They can still play Imperial Order. They can still play all the Mirror Forces, Storming, Quaking, all the Mirror Forces. And also Opapina is a really good card. So yeah, that's an issue, especially since they're unaffected by monster effects. That's going to be a thing coming up in the future. So I expect to see more Paleo now, more than ever. Next, my deck, ABC. That deck's been around. I still expect it to be around since nothing got hit on the list for it. Nothing at all. Terraforming didn't get hit. Union Hanger didn't get hit. ABC Dragon, like in the OCG, didn't get hit. So I expect to see that deck as well. Not as much, but I do expect to see it. Also, what other deck I expect to see is the deck I've been seeing a lot of recently. What is it called? Pendulum Magicians. I've been seeing that deck a lot. It spams a lot. I can't say a win condition. It spams a lot of cards, and it floods the board. The Pendulum monsters get effects when they're destroyed and sent to the extra deck or sent to the graveyard, whatever. So they have a lot of recursion and a lot of recovery and a lot of board presence. So I expect to see more of that deck because it's been popping up, and now that we have 3 Wavering Eyes, I definitely expect to see more of that deck now. Also, with the upcoming Burial to 2 and Prep to 2, of course, I expect to see more Vendread decks. I love Vendread, so I expect to see more of it. I'm going to be playing it a lot more here in the future, but I don't expect it to do too good until we get more support for it. There's only a few cards, so hopefully they'll get some more support, and hopefully it'll do good later on. And also, I expect to see a lot of Invoked, of course, because Macabre is a great card still. So Invoke decks with the Spellbook engine, I expect to see a whole lot of that, and expect to see that everywhere you go, because that deck is just being played left and right. Macabre is a great card, and the Spellbook engine is still a good draw engine. It's great, so I expect to see that as well. Other than that, Prep 2, so you may see some Herald decks out there maybe. Also Cosmo, that's another deck that I expect to see. Cosmos have been rumored around, you know, so I expect for that deck to pop up here and there, not a whole lot, but just pop up at your random regionals and your random events, and, you know, just regular pure Cosmo, because Cosmojo is still a great card, you know, non-targeting banishment, big ships, Eclipser and Dark Destroyer that can't be targeted, and Forerunner, you know, big 28 body that can't be targeted and gains life points. So I expect to see that deck as well. As far as other rogue decks, not too many that I expect to get past the True Draco engine. That's the thing, because now True Draco will be an engine, not necessarily a deck. True Draco Demise, I believe, is now the best version of True Draco. I wouldn't, you don't splash it with Zoo, but you still can. That's the thing. I've still seen Zoo Draco, just no Bravo, no Dryden, and it can still make a lot of plays. It's still a good link engine. People don't understand that. Mrs. Radiant on board with chalking on a Hammer Kong and some good background and Masterpiece, and you know, with the Whiptail, it's or multiple Whiptails, it's still a problem. It's still an issue. And if you're playing a deck like an Invoke, you know, they can still play D-Barrier and still wreck you. So D-Barrier strikes, and Strike now just got reprinted, so I definitely expect to see that now. But as far as any other decks, I do expect to see more Light Sworns now, because now that True Draco and Zoo are kind of nerfed down a little bit, and Dino's nerfed down a little bit, not a little bit, a lot, but True Draco not so much. But now that they've been nerfed down a bit, I expect to see more Light Swarms, because, you know, Jumping Dragon's still a great card. Drop JD, pay 1,000, that's it. You know, go for game. Just expect to see more of that now, especially with Twilight Sworn and having 2 BLS. I expect to see that deck a whole lot more now. Some upcoming decks, maybe Metaphys. I expect to see that as well. The Rockets, I'm going to play the Rocket Dragons, or I hope to. I'm going to try to get all the cards for it and play that deck. Altergeist, I don't really expect them to do a whole lot. I've seen the gameplays with them, and they're a decent deck. They're fun. They're really cool to watch. But other than that, I don't see it going, you know, way too far. And also with the Weather Painters, cool deck, but no, I don't want to see that deck going too far either. But with the Rocket Dragons, just with Railroad Dragon, the Link 4 can't be targeted, takes your monsters. He could beat, you know, people on his own. So I expect to see that deck. But yeah, that's been my thoughts so far on the upcoming ban list, and hopefully I see more rogue decks. I love diversity, so hopefully with these 3 decks that have been hit, I hope to see more diversity at regionals now and events now, you know, seeing different decks rather than just seeing the same boring crap we've been seeing for the past, I don't know how long it's been now. We've just been seeing Dryden Masterpiece. You'll still see Masterpiece, but just not Dryden so much anymore now. So hopefully there'll be some more diversity in this game now. But thank y'all so much for watching, and you know, click a like if you like this video, and subscribe for more content. Share this with your friends. We do have social media: Facebook, Twitter, and also a Patreon. If you want to donate $1 a month, it will go towards all of pretty much equipment. So yeah, thank y'all so much for watching, and again, thank you for subscribing and watching the videos, and we'll catch y'all in the next video. Deuces.